who's comfortable right now? Raise your hand. Who's comfortable? Comfortable? Or sit next to people that y'all usually sit next to. All right, everybody get up right now. I need you to find a seat next to someone you usually don't sit next to on Sunday.
Well, Johnny, you're good because you don't ever sit next to me.
You'll go back and you'll sit out of the way and sit with BJ. You're cheating.
And my kids.
Gary, you can't sit next to him. Sorry. He's just standing. I was standing. He's not sitting next to
He wasn't sitting yet.
And what about the visitors? Nobody wants to know.
All right, how are we all feeling now? That's good. That's better, right? That's fine. All right. So I want you to look to the person next to you and say, I'm glad you came. That's it. Right? That's it. All right, who in here is a Christian? Yeah, that was easy. All right, who loves Jesus? Cool. All right, one more. Who would do anything for Jesus no matter what, even if it made them uncomfortable? Wow, okay, that's a lot more hands than I expected. Cool. All right, I don't even have to preach. I can sit down. Awesome. But if you said no to any of these, I've got something to tell you. True love obeys no matter what. Being Christian means being Christ-like. That means you should do things that, you're not, that might be hard, I'm not saying you should do exactly what Jesus did and, get crucified or anything like that. But all I'm asking you to do is be a little bit uncomfortable. So I hear people say all the time, I'm uncomfortable doing a certain something, it's when really, the stuff that they say they're uncomfortable about is like some of the simplest stuff, right? So like number one, praying, like when we circle up at the end of services and, on Wednesdays when Eric's like, all right, who wants to lead us in prayer? And then he stands there for like a solid minute and is like, all right, nobody wants to pray, I guess I'll do it. That's something that we should be more willing to do, right? You agree? Okay, cool. All right, so I get that everyone is listening to you when you preach, but just let God speak through you and you won't have to worry about it. So y'all might want to say, well, Matt, I don't know how to pray for Audrey's aunt that I met at a party 3 years ago for like 5 seconds, You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. What are y'all even talking about? I don't know. Right.
What party?
What party?
Yeah, what party?
What party? I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Right, exactly.
He's like, what are you doing?
It's okay if you don't know Audrey's aunt. She's a nice lady. I don't know.
That's sad.
I don't know. A more distant aunt. An even more distant aunt that I've never met before. I don't know how to pray for her. I've never met her, right? Exactly, right? It's okay. Your Father knows what you need before you ask Him. So don't let prayer, be like a performance or a competition. You can't, oh, well, he prays so much better than I do. He preaches so much better than I do. He sings so much better than, it's not a competition. We're all in it for the same cause and the same purpose. Cool. All right, number 2, we don't understand the Christian language, right? Some of us younger folk do what? Yeah, some of us younger folk might not know what certain words mean. And I'm not talking about tongues, I'm talking more like words we use, like I'm uncomfortable because every time I hear the word propitiation, I got to use Google to look it up, right? So it happens sometimes. Never. We should talk about that more. Alright, so I promise the more you familiarize yourself with that kind of language, that kind of wordage, whatever you want to call it, the more you'll learn. So number 3, once you truly obey God, some of the friendships you'll have might wither. So, and this is where it starts getting difficult, right, guys? It's like, that's my best friend. Me and him go way back, right? Way back to elementary school. He's my buddy. That's okay. It might start to fade because you have changed from your old ways. As God, reorients your desires, the friends who knew you before might be thrown off when you don't want to do that thing y'all used to do on Friday nights. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Point your finger. So, friendships will change because you do. I don't mean throw away all your friends. I don't mean nothing like that. It'll be messy, but you can do it with grace and love and truth, right? I can tell you, you will never know true comfort. I got this from Kevin. It was awesome. You will never know true comfort until you follow God into the places you perceive as uncomfortable. Great things never come from being in a comfort zone. He said something a couple weeks ago where, I want to take a step back and go up here into my comfy box, right? Back to behind the drum set, like he did, and just duck down for a little bit because I'm back here, and I hit the drum set just now, but I'm back here, and I'm in my comfy box, and y'all can't really see me, right? Except this side, maybe. Hey, awesome. But I'm comfortable back here, because it's where I'm comfortable, where I can get away from the world, where I ain't gotta, where y'all can't see me. Right? I heard one person say right. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So what we have to do is come out of here and be willing to do things that don't make us so comfortable, Like again, what Kevin said, Kevin preaches a lot, man. What he said, you could just go to one random person, sit down beside him and say, hey, how you doing today? And that's a friend right there, right? Like he said us a couple weeks ago. All right. So we get scared, right? I didn't prepare anything for you, but if you can you please pull up Isaiah 51, starting verse 12, we're going to read through 16, and NLT. Yeah, this is cool. All right. I, not me, God, am the one who comforts you. So why are you afraid of mere humans who wither like the grass and disappear? Yet you have forgotten the Lord, your Creator, the one who stretches out the sky like a canopy and laid the foundations of the earth. Will you remain in constant dread of human oppressors? Will you continue to fear the anger of your enemies? Where is their fury and anger now? It is gone. Soon, all you captives will be released. Imprisonment, starvation, and death will not be your fate. For I am the Lord your God who stirs up the sea, causing its waves to roar. My name is the Lord of heaven's armies. And I have put my words in your mouth and hidden you safely in my hand. I stretch out the sky like a canopy and lay the foundations of the earth. I am the one who says to Israel, you are my people. So simply stated, realistically, we're God's people, and we shouldn't be afraid to do what He's asked us to do. It's that easy.
Yeah.
I'll even, okay, so one more example, what I'm dealing with. I'm afraid of what's to come, right? My future. But if we want to call out Tabby real quick and say, hey, what's your favorite scripture in the Bible? It kind of proves that wrong, right? What's your favorite scripture? Can you read that for me? Since you know it pretty much word for word. I know I'm calling you out. Uncomfortable, right? That's what we're talking about.
29:11, Jeremiah.
You want to read it? You not read it? It's okay.
Yeah.
For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good, not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope.
Thank you, Tabby. Easy, guys. if I'm scared for, if we're scared for our, why should we be scared of our future if God knows our future? And he says that, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm sorry I called you out. You're freaking out. It's okay. But we don't have to worry about our future because he's already got it, right? So one more, sometimes people feel, I don't feel like God's with me all the time. I can't hear him. I'm going through too much right now, and I'm almost done, so I guess the worship team can go ahead and come up. So, I don't feel comfortable because I think I'm in a dark place right now. I feel like God's not with me ever, and I don't know what to do with myself. And there's a whole book in the Bible about this. Now, pretty much, y'all probably heard it preached on before, Psalms 23. Can you pull that up for me? What? You want to read it? I heard you start saying it. You can read it. You know what? You said it. I'm going to make him read it. I'm going to make him uncomfortable.
The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. They let me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along the right path, bringing honor to his name. Even when I walk through the darkest valleys, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect me and comfort me. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You honor me by anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows with blessings. Surely goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever.
Thank you. So simply put, I don't have to be afraid of anything because the Lord is always, I'll say always, always with me, right? So stop being afraid. That's it. That's all I got to say. That's simple.